Memory is a central component of the human mind, an intricate system that records, retains, and reconstructs our experiences, knowledge, and skills. Understanding memory is vital for appreciating how people learn, make decisions, form identities, and navigate social life. This video presents key facts about memory, outlines major psychological theories and mechanisms, and discusses practical implications for learning, mental health, and everyday functioning. What memory is? Definitions and functions. Memory is the set of cognitive processes that encode, store, and retrieve information. Encoding transforms sensory input into a mental representation. Storage maintains that representation over time. Retrieval accesses stored information when needed. Memory serves several functions. It preserves knowledge and skills, enables learning from past experiences, supports planning and problem solving, fosters social bonds through shared recollections, and contributes to a continuous sense of self. Types of memory. Psychologists categorize memory according to duration, content, and underlying processes. Major distinctions include sensory memory, brief, modality-specific registers, for example, iconic for vision, echoic for audition, that hold raw sensory input for milliseconds to a few seconds. Sensory memory underlies the smooth flow of perception by providing a short-lived buffer. Short-term, working memory. Short-term memory traditionally refers to a limited capacity store that holds information for seconds to minutes. Working memory emphasizes the active manipulation of information for tasks such as reasoning, comprehension, and problem solving. Baddeley and Hitch's multi-component model posits a central executive that coordinates domain-specific subsystems, phonological loop, visuospatial sketchpad, episodic buffer. Long-term memory, information retained for extended periods, potentially indefinitely. Long-term memory is often divided into declarative, explicit, memory, conscious recollection of facts and events. Episodic memory, autobiographical events situated in time and place. Semantic memory, general knowledge, concepts, and meanings. Non-declarative, implicit, memory, unconscious memory expressed through performance. Procedural memory, skills and habits, for example, riding a bike. Priming, classical conditioning, and other forms of implicit learning. Encoding and consolidation. Encoding is affected by attention, depth of processing, organization, and emotional salience. The levels of processing framework suggest that deeper, semantic processing produces stronger, more durable memories than shallow, perceptual processing. Consolidation refers to processes that stabilize memory traces after initial acquisition. Synaptic consolidation, hours to days, involves changes in synaptic strength, while systems consolidation, weeks to years, involves gradual reorganization of memory representations across brain networks. Sleep plays a crucial role in consolidation, particularly for integrating new memories and supporting long-term retention. Retrieval processes and failures. Retrieval cues, contextual, emotional, or semantic, facilitate accessing stored memories. The encoding specificity principle states that memory is best retrieved when conditions at retrieval match those at encoding. Common retrieval failures include forgetting, inability to access stored information, interference, competition from other memories, and blocking, temporary retrieval obstruction, for example, tip of the tongue states. Memory is reconstructive. Recollection involves piecing together stored elements with schemas, expectations, and current context. This reconstructive nature makes memory susceptible to distortion and confabulation. Neural basis of memory. Memory involves distributed brain systems, rather than a single memory center. Key structures include hippocampus and medial temporal lobe, essential for forming new declarative memories, and for linking disparate elements into coherent, episodic representations. Prefrontal cortex, critical for working memory, executive control of encoding and retrieval, organization and monitoring. Amygdala modulates memory for emotionally salient events, often strengthening consolidation. Basal ganglia and cerebellum, implicated in procedural learning and motor memory. Neuroplasticity, changes in neural connectivity and synaptic strength, is foundational to learning and memory, exemplified by long-term potentiation, LTP, as a cellular mechanism that enhances synaptic transmission. Memory across the lifespan development, infants and children show rapid changes in memory capacity and strategy use. Episodic memory and autobiographical memory develop with cognitive maturation, language acquisition, and social interaction. Aging, normal aging often involves declines in working memory, episodic memory, and speed of processing. However, semantic memory, vocabulary, and some forms of implicit memory remain relatively preserved. Cognitive reserve, lifestyle factors, and continued mental engagement can mitigate age-related decline. Disorders, memory impairments can arise from neurological disease, for example, Alzheimer's disease, other dementias, brain injury, psychiatric conditions, for example, depression, PTSD, and substance use. Distinct patterns help distinguish conditions, for example, Alzheimer's typically features progressive episodic memory loss with hippocampal involvement, while other disorders may show different profiles. Emotional memory and stress emotion strongly influences memory formation and retrieval. Emotional arousal can enhance consolidation, often via amygdala interactions with hippocampus and prefrontal cortex. Chronic stress and high levels of glucocorticoids can impair hippocampal function and harm memory, whereas moderate stress or arousal may improve encoding of salient events. Trauma and post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, illustrate how memory can become dysregulated. Intense, intrusive memories and fragmented recollections reflect altered encoding, consolidation, and retrieval processes. Memory errors, suggestibility, and eyewitness testimony. Memories are fallible and can be distorted by suggestion, leading questions, misinformation, and social pressures. The misinformation effect demonstrates that post-event information can alter memories of an original event. Source monitoring errors, confusing the origin of a memory, for example, imagined versus experienced, contribute to false memories. Psychological research on eyewitness testimony underscores caution. Confident recollections are not always accurate, and legal processes must account for memory's reconstructive and suggestible nature. Strategies to improve memory and learning. Spaced practice, distributing study across time, spacing effect, yields better long-term retention than massed practice. Retrieval practice, active recall, self-testing, strengthens memory more than passive review. Elaborative encoding, relating new information to existing knowledge, creating meaningful associations, and using imagery enhance encoding. Organization, structuring information into categories, outlines, or mnemonic devices, acronyms, method of loci aid storage and retrieval. Sleep, exercise, and nutrition, adequate sleep consolidates memory, physical exercise supports neurogenesis and cognitive health, balanced nutrition supports brain functioning. Minimize interference, studying different subjects in separate sessions and avoiding multitasking helps reduce retroactive and proactive interference. Memory, identity, and social function. Autobiographical memory contributes to a coherent personal narrative and identity. Remembering past experiences enables self-reflection, continuity, and life planning. Collective memory, shared recollections within groups or cultures, shapes social identity and influences behavior, cultural norms, and historical interpretation. Contemporary theoretical perspectives and research directions. Cognitive neuroscience integrates behavioral studies with neuroimaging to map cognitive processes onto brain activity. Advances in imaging and computational modeling continue to refine understanding of memory systems. Reconsolidation research shows that retrieved memories can become labile and susceptible to modification before being restored, offering potential therapeutic approaches for maladaptive memories, for example, in PTSD. Machine learning and artificial neural networks draw inspiration from human memory, but also provide tools to model memory processes, informing both neuroscience and artificial intelligence research. Ethical and practical considerations. Memory-enhancing interventions, pharmacological agents, brain stimulation, cognitive training, raise ethical questions about authenticity, inequality of access, and potential unintended effects. Forensic and clinical contexts require careful assessment of memory reliability and sensitivity to suggestibility, especially in vulnerable populations, children, trauma survivors. Conclusion: memory is a multifaceted, essential aspect of the mind that underpins learning, identity, and adaptive behavior. Psychological research has illuminated how memory systems operate, how they can fail or be distorted, and how memory can be strengthened through targeted strategies. Ongoing advances in neuroscience, cognitive psychology, and clinical practice continue to deepen our understanding of memory's complexities and their implications for education, mental health, and society.